Hi, I'm Dhruva Sogal. For this project, I researched unsafe conditions and dysfunctional contingencies in the Hyperloop system developed by Hyperloop 1. My interest in this stemmed from a fascination in futuristic transportation and ideas that pertain to the future.
I'm Gavin Lesher. I investigated issues with thermal expansion within the Hyperloop, and I'm interested in this because I think Elon Musk's ideas are the future.
Hi, my name is Scott Skaggs. For our project, I did the research and presentation of the issues with the acceleration of the Hyperloop. I was interested in this topic because future transportation is just something that really interests me.
The Hyperloop is already underway. This, to many people, is an assurance that it will work. However, if you look carefully, it's apparent that the Hyperloop has not been thoroughly thought out for all safety considerations, and the considerations that have been made do not have clear and cohesive solutions. By far, one of the scariest problems is the emergency braking system, or physical lack of one. The statement in the FAQ section of their website says, "We will have multiple emergency braking techniques, triggering an immediate braking of the vehicle," implying that a braking system doesn't actually exist. They further say that Hyperloop is being built with safety as the chief concern. However, the lack of safety equipment raises doubts about the actual state of the project. Yet another flaw emerges when examining the operation of the entire system. In the case of the emergencies, security or medical personnel may need to assist passengers as the capsules are unmanned. This would require repressurization of the entire system, and emergency personnel would still need to navigate potentially more than 100 miles of tube to get to the capsule. The solution companies have is to wait out the emergency for a short time until a station is reached. Now, ambulances are required to arrive in an emergency faster than 9 minutes for a reason. Emergencies don't wait. As soon as you leave a station, there is a half-hour time in which passengers are effectively on a desert island.
When metal's temperature changes, the volume of the metal will change proportionally due to thermal expansion. In designs for the Hyperloop, it is stated that the tube will be made out of steel. Using the equation change in length over initial length equals the expansion coefficient multiplied by the change in temperature, I can calculate the amount the tube will expand. With algebra, I can manipulate the equation to be this. The expansion coefficient for steel is 13.7 times 10 to the negative sixth. 300 miles will be used for the length, as that is the approximate distance between San Francisco and Los Angeles, and the change of 10 degrees Celsius will be used. With these numbers, the length expanded is 0.041 miles, or 216 feet. It is stated that the Hyperloop will have frequent expansion joints to counteract this. However, this brings up the question of how. Normal piping expansion joints look like this, or this. These joints will not work for the Hyperloop because of the pod traveling within. The risk of it catching on these ridges, or the air-bearing skis not working, is high, so a new type of expansion joint will need to be created to suit the needs of the Hyperloop. Thermal expansion is not just a problem you can brush off, and with some projected routes hitting over 1,000 miles, work needs to be done.
Hyperloop companies have set a speed of 600 to 700 miles per hour as their target speed for pod travel. To get these lightning fast speeds, pods will need to accelerate a considerable amount. During Hyperloop tests, capsules have been clocked at being able to accelerate from 0 to 100 in less than a second. While this is an amazing feat, it is also very dangerous for humans. The human body is technically able to safely travel at any speed, no matter how fast. However, the problem is not the top speed, but getting to that speed. Accelerating as quickly as 100 meters per second would result in about 4.5 Gs acting on the human body. Highly trained pilots and astronauts have been able to withstand up to 9 Gs. However, 4.5 Gs is still dangerous and could result in passengers passing out. When too much G-force is acting on the body, blood is forced down in your body and therefore away from your brain, which makes it dangerous. To give you a sense of how much a G is, commercial airline G-forces hit 2 Gs at max, and the drag race world record is 4.2 Gs. Companies are shooting for a G-force of 0.5, substantially lower than 4.5, which is what tests are currently. Companies again and again state that safety is their number one priority. However, they are yet to explain how they will reduce G-forces. All that they state is that it will be safe before launching the product. The Hyperloop is great for transporting cargo right now, but it is very unsafe for humans. Until more research has been done, the Hyperloop is unfeasible because it is unsafe for humans.
The three discussed problems, lack of safety research, lack of acceleration safety, and thermal expansion individually are fixable, but represent a deeper problem of underdeveloped technology in the Hyperloop.